Hey, love. I am home from working, and I thought before I go to bed, I will do a quick little mini relaxing end of the evening flow for you. Um, yeah, I'm also doing dry January, so I'm not going out and having my regular glass of wine post work, which actually Um, I think I mentioned my other video. It's fucking up my stomach. But it's all good. Yeah, I also feel like I feel like COVID is still around. Well, I mean, I don't feel like I know COVID is still around. Um, so it's just like that feeling of like, I don't know. I don't think I have it, but it's like that like feeling of like, ew, like I've been going through a weird feeling of like, ew, have I been like exposed to it again? Like I just, mm-mm-mm. So just being reflective on that and, you know, just being mindful and trying to stay healthy. And, you know, I feel like everything, I think now I get into this space of paranoia with it where when I'm tired, you know, and like fatigued, I'm like, do I have COVID? Right? That's how I feel. Like, so I just, man, I don't know if I'll ever. I feel like the PTSD, honest to God, from the pandemic is something for us all to like collectively process together. Okay. That being said, let's go ahead and ground down through our seat. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. 3 more big breaths. Big inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more time. Big inhale. And exhale. Always giving gratitude to the universe. Deep weaving of wisdom and knowledge and love. All the things that we can see and all the things that we cannot see. And recognizing that there is a larger energy that we are still collectively a part of. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude to the earth. She reminds us that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity. We have everything that we need and that we ourselves are more than enough. Sometimes we just need to be better about pressing our pride to the side and asking for help, realizing that we're not here to do all this on our own. And to be able to open up our resources in order to share the resources and the privileges that we do have. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Don't worry, it's just my heater. We give gratitude to the indigenous peoples of these lands, the Northern Cheyenne, the Crow, the Salish, and the Blackfoot tribes. Always reminding ourselves that land acknowledgement is just the first step in us coming into a right relationship and doing the right thing. Goes thought, word, and deed. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Give gratitude for this practice of yoga and for Black and Brown people as the original creators and sustainers of this practice, in a space of ahimsa, also known as nonviolent and loving action. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. And if there's a person or persons, place or places, just say, give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, our own ancestors and our own lineage, acknowledging our and their trials, triumphs, traumas, tribulations, and transgressions, and assuming responsibility for how we choose to repair and restore from damages that have been done, starting with ourselves and our own bodies, and how we choose to collaboratively, from a space of unity, work together to create a peaceful and loving world for 7 generations and beyond. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Now, if there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to dedicate your practice to this evening, you can take the time to do so now. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and slowly blink open your eyes. Allow yourself to come back into your room and into your space. Go ahead and slowly turn and look out past your left shoulder. Go back and down through your right shoulder blade. Look and take the eyes into the side of the skull. And slowly move your chin and head through the center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Turn and look up past your right shoulder. Go back and down through the left shoulder blade. Lift through the crown of the skull a little bit more. Lift through the heart and the chest. And slowly bring your head back to the center line. Tilt your chin up to the sky. Thinking about aiming your chin towards the front corner where the ceiling meets the wall in front of you. And relaxing and releasing through your jawline, and then exhale, slowly take your chin all the way down towards your chest. Let your breastbone rise up to meet your chin bone, your jawline. Maybe try swallowing a couple of times. And then slowly pull yourself back up. Take a sip of your tea if you got it. I feel like the sober I get, the sillier I get. I catch myself doing like the craziest shit. You think it would be opposite, but it's not. Crawl your fingertips to the right hand side and cement down through your left hip. Keep your hands nice and wide, like you're kind of framing your knee, and round down through the palms. Pull up and in on your low belly. Let your head, or the crown of the head, aim for the wall in front of you. Pull down through that left hip. Breathe into that left rib cage. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly walk your hands back towards you. And then turn yourself towards that opposite knee. Crawl your fingertips out in front of you. Pull in on your low belly. Keep that right sit bones attached to the earth and the mat. Press down through your palms. Pull up and in through the low belly. Breathe here. Exhale. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. Exhale, hold. 1 more time, big inhale. Crawl your fingertips out a little bit more in front of you. Lengthen. Think about releasing through the rib cage, and then slowly take your hands back towards that knee. Take your hands out in front of you, and then crawl yourself down and over the tops of your shins. Pull up and in on the low belly. Press down through the palms. Hollow out through the armpits. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And then exhale, slowly take your hands all the way back towards your knees and shins. Rock back on your seat and take your feet out in front of you. Hands come back behind you. Fingertips face you, press into your palms. Let your knees drop over to the left-hand side, and then take your right ankle and just kind of cross it. Your left ankle, and cross it over. Press up through the heart and the chest. Think about opening up the outside of that right hip, and then slowly pull your knees back to your center line. Press into your palms and pull back or out through that knee. Be mindful so there's no kind of tweak on the knee. Flex through the foot. Point and flex. Maybe you do a couple of circles with the ankle in one direction, and then you take it back in that opposite direction. Slowly release. Big inhale here. Let the knees drop over to that opposite side as you press into your palms and raise up through your heart and your chest. And then take that ankle of that right leg and drape it over the top of that left knee as you press your heart and your chest up, relaxing and releasing to the outside of your hip. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale. Let the knees drift back to the center line and then press out through that opposite knee. Take a couple of circles with your ankle here, just opening up to the ankle. Just pay attention to how much you're able to move and then take it back that opposite way. Go ahead and bring yourself down and onto your forearms and take your shoulders kind of right underneath your shoulders. Press up through your heart and your chest, raise through the feet. Big inhale here. Think about pressing the soles of the feet up into the sky and then wrapping your muscles around your bones. Big inhale here. Exhale, put a bend in the knees. Pull the heels in towards the glute and extend back up again. Point and pull down. Flex and press up. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Big inhale. Crawl your elbows back and in and pull the soles of the feet high to the sky again as you're all the way down onto the low part of the back now. Big inhale. Walk up the back part of your thigh as you lengthen through that opposite leg. Pull that leg in towards you. Think about releasing through the hip rather than pulling on the hamstring. Big inhale here. Pull your elbows to either side of your calf. Exhale, hold. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Same thing on that opposite side. Leg pulls in. Leg comes all the way down towards the end of the mat and hovers. Extend the sole of the foot. Flex the toes in towards the face. Relax and release through the hip. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. Big inhale. Exhale, last one. Big inhale. Exhale. Take both soles of the feet high to the sky. Flex through the feet. Press the soles away. Take your 2-piece fingers and hook your big toes. Big inhale. Ooh, put a bend in the knees. Don't worry, that was just my hip. Bring yourself into a happy baby and kind of shift back and forth side to side here. Massaging out through the low part of the back. Pull down through the tops of the thighs and pull the knees down towards the earth. Big inhale here. Exhale, hold. Relax and release in the front part of your quads, right, the front part of your hip flexor, and then exhale, slowly release. Take the soles of the feet down to the mat and heel toe your feet out so the edges of the feet are wide and your knees knock in. Hands can come to your belly. Squeeze the knees and see if you can kind of heel toe the feet out just a little bit more. Relax and release in the outsides of the hips. Ooh. Check in with your knees though. Be mindful here and then slowly just go ahead and wave the knees back and forth side to side. We'll go for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Slowly bring your knees back to center. Heel toe your feet back to your center line. Soles of the feet come together to touch and knees flop out to the side. Hands come, fingers pointed down towards the pelvis, and you're gonna slowly pull yourself up. The knees and the femur bones stay heavy. And then exhale, slowly pull yourself down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. We go for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Knees lift, soles of the feet come high to the sky, and slowly let them come down. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up,
Exhale down. Hands come all the way down to the sides. Pull the feet high. And then press into the palms, the forearms. Be mindful here. Tuck your chin in towards your chest and look down towards your pelvis as you take the feet back behind the head. The hands can come to the low part of the back. If the toes hit the mat, you walk your feet up towards the back or towards your skull to lengthen through the legs as you continue to lift through the hips. Think about wrapping your muscles around your bones. Your knees can come down to your forehead. Allow yourself to breathe here. Exhale. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. Exhale. Hold. 1 more time. Big inhale. Exhale. Slowly let yourself rock all the way down to the low part of the back. Soles of the feet come high to the sky. Flex the toes towards the face. Put a bend in the knees and take the hands around the front part of the shins. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Shifting back and forth side to side. Maybe you rock all the way over. And use your abdomen to pull you through center line and walk over to that opposite side. 1 more time. And then slowly take yourself all the way down. This is a long one. It is. It's like a very mellow and super fucking long one. So take yourself all the way down to your back. Toes flap out to the side. Hands come down to the side. Palms face up to the sky. Allow yourself to come into your Shavasana. Let's do Yoga of Heart Yoga of the Heart by Mark Whitwell. Although he messed up too, from what I hear. And these dudes out here messing up left and right. I can't read his shit right now. Let's do this. Let's go back to Stay Woke by Justin Michael Williams, because it's been a minute. This one speaks to me right now. Okay. When you're worried about what other people think, your anchoring mantra is be you, be true. That's beautiful. If I could write a love letter to my younger self, knowing everything I know now, it would say something like this. Dear, beautiful Jane, embrace or insert your name, y'all. Embrace your weirdness, baby. Because the thing that makes you different are the things that make you fucking magical. All the things you're ashamed of are the very things you're going to be celebrated for when you get older. Sure, your voice is a little high and squeaky, a little low and raspy, but that voice is going to inspire millions. And yes, you got a little sugar in your tank, but girl, you can work a stage like no other. So stop trying to fit in. The sooner you come to love and accept your random quirks, the sooner your life will transform into something more magical than you could have ever dreamed of. I love you. P.S. All the people who are teasing you about you being gay, you being too skinny, you being too smart, you being X, Y, or Z, well, they're gay too. They're just hurting. I joined forces with my dear friend Joy R. Cambridge, the founder of Live Outside the Box, to create a special practice for you. Jay is a transgender military veteran who used to struggle with anxiety and fear of being different, but yoga changed all that. This quote of his says it all. When I finally took the time to just be still and be with myself, to reflect inward and really get to know myself, my values, and what mattered to me in this life, that's when things started to change. The following practice was designed to help in moments when you feel like you don't belong, when you're worried about what other people think, or when you simply need a confidence boost. So practice.
So something for you to do offside the mat.
Stand in the mirror and look at yourself directly in the eyes. Stand as close to the mirror as you can until your lips are almost touching. Place a hand over your heart, look right into your eye, and say these words 10 times. Insert your name, Jane. You are so fucking magical. And then do it again, 10 times while looking into your left eye. As I mentioned in chapter 3, affirmations are more of a band-aid than a permanent fix. They get rid of the source of the problem, but a good pep talk. They won't get rid of the source of the problem, but a good pep talk might get you into a more positive headspace to do the deeper work. After your mirror work, immediately close your eyes and drop into your freedom meditation practice. Be you, be true. That's beautiful. Journal prompts that you can all think about. Write a love note to your childhood self, knowing what you know now and what you would say to the younger you. Now that you've elevated your vibration, go back to chapter 3 and do the toxic thoughts, stop criticizing, self-criticism guided practice again. And this time use your current toxic thoughts and self-judgment as the focus. This is a really great book, to honest to God, to refer to. I haven't gone back and looked at my toxic thoughts, but I did come and put together all of my relationship stuff in it. So it'll be interesting to flip through.
It's been a minute. So that being said, take a nice deep inhale and exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, slowly press yourself up and into a simple seat. Hands can come to your heart and they can come down, or they can come down to your belly, they can come down to your knees. The divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in you, dear Jane, the collective we, and all of us. Thank you for sharing your practice with me this evening, and for trusting me with your body, heart, spirit, and soul, girl. And to that I say, go in peace, and remember to serve love always. Love you. I'll see you soon.